Menutup aku ubah. Kau ada nak ambil buat menutup.
Apa ke boleh ambil ke? Bahagian
Ah,
yang penutup tu kau ambil.
oh, dah usah. Dah. Cuba cakap, dengar tak suara?
Dengar.
Ah,
Boleh dengar masa saya cakap.
boleh dengar.
Syamil tu cuba mute sikit. Syamil.
Syamil mute Syamil. Okay, boleh start.
Boleh.
Dah record semua? And good morning, Mr. Shazwan. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us today. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sahrin Haikal. With me here today, we have two other people who will be joining me, which is Muhammad Akil and Adam Haris. This interview is part of our college assignment where we've been asked to explore the journey of a real-life entrepreneur, especially someone who is in industry related to us. Since your clinic provides essential healthcare services, we believe your story will give us meaningful insight to what it takes to start, run, and grow a business. We'll be asking a few questions about your background, how you started your business, the challenges you face, and views on success and the future. Please feel free to answer in any way that's comfortable for you. We are here to learn from your journey. With that, let's begin with the first question. Can you introduce yourself, your name, age, background, and where you're from?
Okay. Assalamualaikum, everyone. So, my name is Shazwan. You guys can call me Shazwan. I am 31 years old this year. Okay, still young. Not very old. So my education background is actually I'm from engineering background. So right after I started my secondary school in Emerson Creek, and then I was in Emerson Taiping for 2 years. So from there I applied for Mara scholarship, and I was abroad in the University of Tulsa, Oklahoma, in US for 4 years. Then once I graduated, I came back to Malaysia. I was working as an engineer for nearly 7 to 8 years. Then I just quit my job at the end of last year to fully focus on my business. So I'm currently running my own clinic. It's not like anything near engineering field, but I married to a doctor. So I opened this career opportunity for my wife as well. So I started this journey, this business for her. And then right now I've been full-time doing the management of the clinic.
All right. Did you have any role model when you were growing up who inspired you, whether in business or in life in general?
My role model, I have a few, but I'm just going to name some of them. So one of it is from my own family, one of my uncle. So he inspires me in the sense of he's in a corporate world. So I think recently, 2 weeks back, he just earned his Dato title, and he's the CEO of GLC in Malaysia. And this person taught me a lot, and I always look back to him for any advice that I have. And other than that, I think if in a broader terms, my inspiration will always be someone like Elon Musk or Bill Gates, because their level of financial freedom and the level of their thinking is different from what I had when I was in engineering world. So they showed me even with some skills that you have to have your own business to be successful in your life.
All right. As a youth, did you engage in any entrepreneurial activities like selling things, helping with a family business, or trying to start something on your own?
Honestly, I don't have any family business background. So, but I did start my entrepreneurship when I was 14 years old. So I have this one story where when I was in Emerson Greek, I actually engaged with a few of the staff there to help me supply nasi lemak. So I started to sell nasi lemak, but this one was like underground thing to do. It's not via the school club, but I managed to sell up to 100 nasi lemak per night at that time. And when I was 14, I met up with my friend. So we were doing that for a few months. Did gain some money from there. Then I stopped due to want to focus back on my studies. And then I did not do anything until recently.
All right. When did you first realize that you wanted to become an entrepreneur? Was there a specific moment or experience that sparked your interest?
It's always because of YouTube, one thing, social media. So I always see how people flex their freedom of life, freedom of time, freedom of financial freedom, sort of. But when I look into that, most of them are actually entrepreneurs. One thing that actually triggered me was I was a straight A student throughout my life. So once I see the background of these people who are flexing on social medias, most of them are not straight A students. So I feel like if I can be good in school, what stops me from being good in life as well? So that actually triggers me to do something besides my corporate job. So that's when I started. I didn't start my entrepreneurship, quit my job, but eventually I did because I think I need to delegate more to my staff and look into it to actually build an empire.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Shazwan. Let me pass the rest of the question to Muhammad Akil.
Okay, thank you, sharing, Michael. So basically, my name is Muhammad Akil Osman. I'm also a student for UMK University. So thanks for sharing your background early. And now I want to like to ask a few questions about the time when you first started your business. Okay, so the first question, so you just mentioned previously you have background for engineering. So why you open the clinic? I think that because a lot the business like a food, also F&B, I think like clothes, I think it's very famous right now. So why did you just choose the clinic?
Actually, it all depends on what set of skills that you have. So for myself, my wife is a doctor, so she has the medical skills that she can actually use that to help the community around. And I have the management skills where in which I learned from my engineering job. So engineering job is not just about repairing machines and dealing with problems, but it's also more to management. So I learned a lot of management, financial management, how to pick the right vendor and so on. So I use that set of skills. I combine it with my wife's set of skills. So together we decided to start our own clinic. So F&B was also in our mind, but we do not have the set of skills that can cater the market. So I don't know how to cook. My wife's cooking is also not. I mean, she has a better skills in medical. So I think in order for you to give a value to the community, you have to have a strong skill set. So that's why I choose the clinic be my first business. But I will not say that this will be my only business in the future. I still have a lot of plans to expand.
Okay. I think the second question is you feeling that really afraid when you started the business because the risk is very big. You know, we have a lot competitive right there. So what do you think? How do you feeling about it?
Actually, if you ask me honestly, being afraid, yes, I already have commitments. I have one daughter, I have my wife with me, and then I have my housing loan, my car loans. But then I feel like I need to take this leap of faith to start this business. If not, I will be there forever. So my level of income will be capped. My wife's level of income will also be capped. Our time will be limited. So everything I took into factor, everything, it was frightening, but I had to do it. I had to take the calculated risk. So you cannot take risk blindly. That's it. That's what I would say lah. So you have to calculate. You have to put in the numbers. You have to put in the hours. You have to put in your efforts. Then only you can take the challenge.
Okay. So I think because the business is over the last year, I think it's a very, very early entrepreneur. So you have experience, maybe you can share a little bit to us. Maybe you can make something motivational to us. Especially from the experience open the business lah.
Experience to open the business. Maybe this is sort of a question where you will need advice on how to start a business or motivations to start a business. I would say just start small and just do it. Don't be afraid. Take calculated risk and don't ever quit. So there will be a lot of hurdles in your way. So sometimes it might be your close friends, it might be your family, it might be financial, but just close your eyes and just focus on what you want to do. So take risk, and one thing, you will never be ready to start the journey.
Okay, so thank you for your sharing. So I want to pass to the next member, is Adam Hari. Okay, Adam.
Okay, thank you, Akil. So my name is Adam Harith bin Muhammad Usmarani, and I'm from UMK, UMKPC. Okay, so I want to ask you about a few questions that blow in my mind. Okay, so we start with the first question. So how have your goals and values changed since starting the business?
So my goals when I started my business was actually to achieve financial freedom when I want to retire. I am not the person that I want to rely fully on our EPF, knowing our inflations and so on. So right now they mentioned that even a few 100,000 in your EPF account is not enough to sustain a few years after your retirement. So the main focus was to achieve financial freedom, and I want to achieve stability. I want to leave a legacy for my family, for my kids, and so on. So if you ask me if my goals have shifted since I started my business, yes. At first, I was only looking at numbers. I was only looking at my revenues, my number of patients, how much I need to make profit, and so on. But right now, I think I am beyond that. I am trying to build something more meaningful. So if you guys want to know, I started in October 2023 to be exact. That's when I got my license from KKM to start my business. And now it's been less than 2 years. I started with my clinic on the ground floor. Now I expanded. I rented my second floor and my third floor. So I invested in X-ray machines. I have ultrasound machines. So I'm trying to build something more meaningful, something more comfortable for the patients that visit here. Sometimes the waiting period for patients will go up to 1 hour, 1.5 hours. So in order to reduce that, I had to make some sacrifices. I need to make some changes to my business to make sure the patient will return. So I invested in some new facility, my renovations and so on. So yes, my goals definitely change from money driven, from numbers driven, to now to make my patients feel more comfortable and provide more values for the community.
Okay, next, I want to ask you, what personal traits do you believe contribute most to your success?
First, never give up. That's the only motivation, only thing that will contribute to the success of the business. There will be a lot of times where you feel like you cannot do this anymore, but there will be a way for you to sort of navigate through. and go through the hurdles. So yes, never give up. That's the trait that. And also, I think another thing is you have to work hard. The time that I spent, I still remember at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., I was sitting down. I draw the layout of my clinic, how to maximize the space in the clinic. I could have hired interior design. I could have hired my accountant and so on, but I think I did everything by myself to reduce the cost.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah.
So, do you have an exit strategy in mind, or do you plan to continue expanding the business?
I do not have an exit strategy. This is my life now. So the expansion will continue, the growth will continue. So as I mentioned, I just finished renovating. So I'm making use of my second floor now. I still have my third floor pending for renovations, and I still have a lot of new services to be introduced. So I'm also planning to start my own spa and wellness, and also in future aesthetic clinic under the same roof. So this one will be a one-stop center. So you can come here for your normal sickness, you can come here for your X-ray, you can come here for ultrasound scans, you can come here for your medical checkup. You can also come here for your skin problems, your health and beauty issues. If you want to brighten your skin, yes, everything will be under
Wow.
one-stop center.
So,
Honestly, I think this is something that I want to add. Honestly, I feel like to achieve all this in 1.5 years is not easy, but I feel at first because I did my target. It was 20% from what I achieved today, and I target that to be achieved in 2 to 3 years time. But I achieved 80% more than what I targeted in less than 2 years. So this shows that nothing is impossible. If you put in your hours, if you work smart, you can achieve. So to be expanding at this rate, at this fast, I think at first it all seems impossible, but I prove that nothing is impossible in life.
okay. So my last question is, what advice would you give to students like me and my friends who are interested in starting their own ventures?
First, you have to know your skills. What kind of skills you have that can provide value to the community around you, to the people around you. So use that skill to actually make some money out of it. Then secondly, don't give up. Follow the trend. Like right now, I think you have to be very strong in social media to market your skills. I believe you all are from the data science and computing faculty. Maybe your major is AI, or AI is something that is very demanding right now. I'm using AI for most of my work right now. So I feel like something that can be done by 3%, I'm doing it all by myself with the help of AI. So if you guys can actually use the AI or use your skill set, maybe you guys are good with computers and maybe graphic designs, you can start freelance. That is how you start small, build your brand, and once you are known, people will come looking for you for your skills. And that time you can charge. How much you want to charge, you can charge that time. At first, you have to start small.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Shazwan. So I pass to my friend, Sahri Haikal.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sajwan, for sharing your journey with us. We learned so much from your experience, especially about the importance of hard work, preparation, and resilience in running a business. Your story really gave us a better understanding on what it means to be an entrepreneur, not in just the terms of managing a clinic, but also in making smart decisions, dealing with challenges, and staying committed to long-term goals. We truly appreciate your time, your honesty, the advice you shared. It will be really helpful to others as we consider our own path in the future. Once again, thank you for your valuable insight. We wish you continued success in your business in the future. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Feel free to contact me if you guys need any advice or anything. Or you can contact Hiker. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Padu.